this next event can be bigger. It can be better. It's a lot of work, but it can.
Tommy Robinson drops surprise announcement. What it means for the UK. Okay, stop what you're doing for a second. Because something just dropped that's got people talking everywhere. Tommy Robinson, one of the UK's most controversial and polarizing figures, has made a new announcement. And the timing? It couldn't be more deliberate. This wasn't a random statement. This was carefully staged, strategically timed, and aimed squarely at making headlines. And guess what? It worked. So, what exactly happened? Robinson went live, addressing his supporters directly, in his usual blunt and confrontational style. No fancy backdrops, no polished PR spin, just raw delivery. He teased big plans for the 23rd, framing it as a moment that people should be paying attention to. He didn't spell out every detail. Of course, Robinson thrives on suspense, on building tension, on making people lean in and say, wait, what's he actually about to do? And that's why this announcement hit the internet like wildfire. Within minutes, social media lit up. One supporter wrote, "This is exactly what we've been waiting for, he's going to shake things up." But critics weren't impressed. Another user snapped back, "It's the same old playbook, stunts, drama, and nothing that really changes anything." Love him or hate him, Robinson has once again managed to command the spotlight. And that, more than the content of his announcement, may be the real story here. Tommy Robinson is no stranger to controversy. Over the years, he's cultivated an image as an outsider, someone who rails against the establishment, says the things others won't, and refuses to back down no matter the criticism. That reputation makes every statement he gives bigger than it actually is. A simple message from Robinson becomes news, because people expect drama, confrontation, and spectacle. And with this latest announcement, he's playing that exact card. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The 23rd date he referenced is sparking speculation. Some think it could be tied to a public appearance, a march, or a media release. Others believe it's simply a way to keep attention locked on him in the days leading up. One political commentator summed it up perfectly. With Robinson, it's not about what he says, it's about what people think he might do next. The suspense is the strategy. And judging by the online chatter, that strategy is working. So, how are people reacting beyond his usual circles? Some journalists have pointed out the risks. One wrote, "Announcements like this keep Robinson relevant, but they also fuel division. Every time he makes noise, it forces the country to react whether it wants to or not." Meanwhile, ordinary viewers are split. A TikTok clip of the announcement pulled in thousands of comments. One person wrote, "Say what you like about him, but he knows how to grab attention." Another said, "This is why I switch off from politics, it's all theater." The divide is clear. And that's exactly the environment Robinson thrives in. Because here's the truth. Robinson doesn't need everyone to agree with him. He just needs to dominate the conversation. He wants to be the story trending, debated, unavoidable. And right now, with this announcement ahead of the 23rd, that's exactly what he's achieved. The bigger question, though, is this: what happens next? Will the announcement bring something dramatic that actually shifts the political conversation? Or will it be another moment of noise here today, gone tomorrow with nothing concrete left behind? We don't know yet. And maybe that's the point. Because in today's political climate, uncertainty itself is a weapon. Keeping people guessing, keeping people glued to the screen, keeping both supporters and critics off balance, that's how figures like Robinson stay relevant. At the end of the day, one thing is clear. This announcement has stirred emotions, sparked speculation, and once again thrown Robinson back into the spotlight. Some see it as a rallying cry. Others see it as empty theater. But everyone agrees it's impossible to ignore. So the countdown is on. The 23rd is coming. And the real story may not be the announcement itself, but what it reveals about how divided, how charged, and how unpredictable the public mood is right now. And maybe, just maybe, that's the bigger scandal.